Hello, this is Dr. Amita Telang. Today I am going to discuss the topic web attacks. Let us start the introduction. Over the past decade or so, the web has been embraced by millions of businesses as an inexpensive channel to communicate and exchange information with prospects and transactions with customers. In particular, the web provides a way for marketers to get to know the people visiting their sites and start communicating with them. One way of doing this is by asking web visitors to subscribe to newsletters, to submit an application form, or provide details to customize their browsing experience. From a technical point of view, the web is a highly programmable environment that allows mass customization through the immediate deployment of a large and diverse range of applications to millions of global users. Two important components of a modern website are flexible web browser and web application, both available to all and at no expense. Web browsers are software application that allows user to retrieve data and interact with content located on web page within a website. Today's websites are a far cry from the static text and graphics showcases of the early and mid-90s. Modern web pages allow personalized dynamic content to be pulled out by user according to individual preferences and settings. Furthermore, web pages may also run client-side script that change the internet browser into an interface for such application as webmail and interactive mapping software. Most importantly, modern websites allow the capture, processing, storage, and transmission of sensitive customer data such as personal details, credit card number, social security number, etc. Web applications are therefore computer programs allowing website visitors to submit and retrieve data to from a database from over the internet using their preferred web browser. The data is then presented to the user within their browser as information is generated dynamically. Another significant advantage of building and maintaining web application is that they perform their function irrespective of the operating system and browser running client side. Web applications are quickly deployed anywhere at no cost and without any installed requirement at the user's end. As the number of businesses embracing the benefits of doing business over the web increases, so will the use of web application and other related technologies continue to grow. Web application may either be purchased off the shelf and created in-house. Let us see the working of a web application. In this figure, the three-layered web application model we can see here. The first layer is normally a web browser or the user interface. Second layer is dynamic content generation technology tool such as Java Servlet JSP or Active Server Pages ASP. And the third layer is database containing news or customer data. So here, initial request is triggered by the user through the browser over the internet to the web application server. The web application accesses the database server to perform the requested task, updating and retrieving the information lying within the database. The web application then presents the information to the user through the browser. Now let us see about web application attacks. So types of attacks on web application if we discuss in this topic. So despite their advantages, web application do raise a number of security concerns stemming from improper coding, serious weaknesses or vulnerabilities allows criminals to gain direct and public access to database in order to churn sensitive data. This is known as web application attack. Many of these databases contain vulnerable information, personal data, financial details, making them a frequent target of attack. Although such acts of vandalism as defacing corporate websites are still commonplace. Nowadays, attackers prefer gaining access to sensitive data residing in the database. Because of the immense payoff in selling and the result of the data breaches. In the framework described above in that figure, in the diagram, it is easy to see how a criminal can quickly access the data residing on the database through a dose of creativity and with luck, negligence, and human error, leading to vulnerabilities in the web applications. You can see here web security overview, how the web page or website can be attacked by malicious users. Various types of web security threats can be seen here. Malicious users attacking other users, malicious server in mashup web application. These are some of the threats associated with web security. Malicious user in multi-server applications. Let us see the system behind this web application attack. Websites depend on database to deliver the required information to visitor. If web applications are not secure, it means they are vulnerable to at least one of the various forms of hacking techniques. Then your entire database of sensitive information is at serious risk of a web application attack. SQL injection attack types, which target the database directly, are still the most common and most dangerous type of vulnerability. Other attackers may inject malicious code using the user input of vulnerable web applications to trick users and redirect them towards phishing sites. This type of attack is called cross-site scripting and may be used even though the web server and database engine contains no vulnerability themselves. There are many other types of common attacks such as directory traversal, local file inclusion, and many more. Recent research shows that 75% of cyber attacks are done at the web application level. It is a serious issue here. Websites and related web applications must be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide the required service to customer, employee, supplier, and other stakeholder. Firewall and SSL provide no protection against web application attack. Web applications often have direct access to backend data such as customer data, database, and hence control vulnerable data and are much more difficult to secure. Most web applications are custom made, therefore involve a lesser degree of testing than of the software. Web applications, therefore, are a gateway to database, especially custom applications which are not developed with security best practice. So, here are some general preventions from web attack like cross-site scripting. If you are facing a cross-site scripting web attack, then error message will be displayed in your site. Data validation, password, and and many more security measures we can take to prevent from web attacks. Finally, in conclusion, we can say that web security is an important aspect of protecting information online and preventing cyber attack. Despite great effort to secure web application and services, there will many vulnerabilities that attackers can exploit. The prevention, control, and mitigation of web application attacks is a full-time job. And to mitigate these vulnerabilities, it is important to implement comprehensive web security measures such as regular vulnerability testing, secure coding practice, and user awareness training. It is also essential to stay up to date with the latest awareness training. It is also essential to stay up to date with the latest security threat and trends to ensure that security controls are adopted and improved as necessary. Mounting a multi-pronged defense consisting of technology, automated program, and human expertise will allow you to monitor, analyze, detect, and neutralize threats of all kinds quickly and effectively. Further, we can practice some web application security strategies that organizations can implement to protect their web application. Some security aspects are secure coding practices. Adopt secure coding practices such as OWASP to ensure that web applications are built with security in mind. This include measures like input validation, output encoding, and secure authentication mechanism. Second one is regular security testing. Access control. Implement access control to ensure that only authorized users can access sensitive data or functionality within web application. Secure communication. Use secure communication protocol such as HTTP to ensure that data transmitted between web application and users. Server and network security. We, we have to always implement server and network security measures. Regular updates and patches, user education, incidents, response planning, etc. These are some of the security measures we have to took to prevent from web attack. That's it for this topic. Thank you so much.